Hey, it's Doug from Rise Above Performance Training, and I have 3 more single leg exercises for you. Let's check it out. If you haven't seen the first video on the 3 single leg exercises I did, you can check it out in the card above. So I have 3 different ones for you. The first one is going to focus on the hamstring or the back of the leg. Now the hamstring has 2 primary purposes. One is hip extension, which just think about straightening of the leg or jumping or driving. So that's one of them. We do a lot of exercise like that. Deadlifts, squats, those all straighten the leg. But they also curl the lower leg. So anytime you bring your heel towards yourself here, that is a hamstring movement. And those are trained a lot less. If you do these exercises and you cramp up quickly, then yeah, you have some issues where you got to work these a little bit more, myself included. A couple ways to do this is to buy furniture sliders. They're pretty cheap and they're a good workout for these hamstrings. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide these onto my heels. I'm going to hip bridge, so I'll flatten my low back, hip bridge up. I'll extend one leg and curl that leg in, and then you can alternate, or you can stay on one leg like I'll do right here. And what I want to do is, I'm feeling the burn already, but I don't want to drop my hips or collapse my hips. I want to curl in with that movement, and I'm getting that hamstring. Another good piece of equipment to use for hamstring curls is a stability ball. So much like I did with the sliders, I'm going to use a stability ball. I'm going to put my heels up on here. I'm going to bridge up. I'm going to lift one and curl. I don't recommend alternating on this one because it's just too much work putting it down, trying to set up and alternate. So stay on one leg, curl in. I'm keeping my foot up and keeping my hips off the ground so you get a little bit of core benefit. But that should burn up the hamstrings and get those muscles firing and get them strong. The second exercise I'm going to show you is a front foot elevated lunge. So we tend to do lunges, walking or standing forward or back, or even split squats where we put a leg up, but I haven't seen a lot of front foot elevated lunge. The reason why I like the front foot elevated lunge, or you can call it a split squat because we're not going to be moving back and forth, we're going to be moving more up and down, is because my hip is going to drop below my knee, and that's going to get the hamstring a lot. So when we go play sports and we have to get really low, it's going to train that and build up that strength throughout that range of motion. So I'm going to stand on my right leg here. I'm going to get up on my left toe, posture up, tuck my tailbone, and I'm going to drop down. And as you can see, my hip is dropping below my knee, and I'm going to drive straight up. I'm going to use both legs evenly, drop down, straight up. You don't need a big step. This is only 6 inches, so that's perfectly fine. As you get better, you can add weight, dumbbells, holding the kettlebells. And as you can see, the range of motion is not huge. So I'm going right before that knee touches the ground and then coming back up. But you'll feel the burn in the back of the leg, and you'll build up that strength throughout that range of motion in that hamstring. The final exercise I have for you is a single leg squat to the bench. Now most people can't do pistol squats on their own without any support, so the bench is a great way to challenge that and to also, build up your single leg strength. So I'll show you kind of the regular way to do it, the way you want to work up to. I'm going to get one leg close to the bench. I'm actually touching the bench. My other leg is out. My hands are out for support, and I'm going to sit back, light sit. I'm not going to relax here. I'm going to light sit about 10-20% of my weight and then drive through the floor and stand up. My right knee that I'm staying on is not collapsing. It's staying still, so it's not caving in, and I'm able to use that energy coming back up. Now, this might not be attainable for most people in the beginning, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. This bench is a little high, but if you have a lower bench, which I won't bring out, but it'll make it a little bit more challenging. So there's several ways you can assist this to build up and progress throughout the movement. One way that I like is to simply sit down with 2 legs and then come up with one. And then I put my feet down, I'll sit down, and then drive up with one. So you're getting that concentric motion. The other way is to do like a kickstand or assisted. So I'm gonna use this foot in front. I'm gonna put about maybe 80% of my weight on here, 20 here, and I'm gonna sit down lightly, and I can lift this foot or use that foot to come back up. So I'm assisting with that front leg and then slowing down on the way down using that eccentric motion. If you're doing it right, you're gonna build up a lot of strength in that deceleration and be able to convert that to acceleration going back up. So I want to thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like it down below. Also consider subscribing. Put a new video out about every week. Check out riseabovestrength.com for the email newsletter that goes out once a month. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.